But let's go first to Chris Kenny, who right now is in Washington, D.C., where the sun is not up, it is cold, and they don't know who their president's going to be. If Trump got any sleep, he's going to be mighty pissed when he wakes up.
Mate, I reckon he's just over the back here in the White House. He'll be pulling an all-nighter like me, wouldn't he? You want to see what's going on. I think Wisconsin, as you say, that is big news. Wisconsin has flipped the other way. Still 5% of that count to go, less than 10,000 votes in it. But it was looking to me just an hour ago that he would have Wisconsin and Michigan, and therefore Pennsylvania wouldn't matter. He'd have a Electoral College vote lead of at least 5, and if Pennsylvania came in, that boosted out to 25 U beauty. But now it looks like he could lose Wisconsin. It's up for grabs. Michigan and Pennsylvania as well. Also, you know, you've got to keep an eye on Georgia, as you say. But the point here is that whatever happens, even if Joe Biden somehow pulled votes from everywhere, and as you say, there's some shady practices, especially in Pennsylvania, if he fell over the line and managed to win this election, so many people have been repudiated in this result. The media, the political establishment, the pollsters, so many people in our own country, Paul, as you know, have absolutely ridiculed people like yourself and myself for daring to suggest Donald Trump was in this election, his issues mattered, and it would be a close poll. We're the ones apparently out of touch with mainstream concerns. So the media's condemned. I'm told in the ABC Channel 2 in Australia tonight they're talking about this being a terrifying moment for democracy. It's quite the opposite. This shows that mainstream Americans care about law and order, care about cheap and reliable energy, care about standing up to China, and won't be cowed by people sort of wanting to lock down the country over coronavirus. It shows that Donald Trump is in step with a lot of mainstream concerns, and he's still favoured to win this election, although you can't call it now because of the way we're waiting on those votes. And the other point, Paul, that's very, very important, as you say, they were talking about a blue wave. They were saying this country was going to repudiate in no uncertain terms Donald Trump and all he stands for. That certainly is not happening. But they were also saying as part of that, that the Democrats would get the Senate, that have the House, that have the Senate, that have the White House, and they would be able to do everything they wanted to do, including stack out the Supreme Court and change one of the most important institutions in this country to suit their own ideological needs. Now, they won't do that now. They can't do that. The Senate will be protected. A great win, of course, by Lindsey Graham in South Carolina. But whatever happens here, the Senate looks like remaining in Republican control, and that will be such an important backstop to protect the institutions in this country.
Well, in the same way that 2 years ago, when the Democrats won the House, they considered that to be the handbrake on Trump because literally he couldn't just pass any law that he wanted because the Republicans would back it. In both houses, he'd sign it off. Now, with the Republicans holding on to the Senate, it means that if another Supreme Court justice is up, if you want to add a state, you want to change the system, they're not going to be able to do it because, as you say, the Senate will not let them happen. It forces a level of compromise into the system or just another slow play the ball for another 2 years.